What's up, Gemini? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. If you are new to my channel, on this channel, I do it a little differently. I combine universal law of assumption, manifesting and consciousness in with my tarot and channeling to look into your situation with a specific person, the person on your mind, the dynamic. I give you some tips on your focus, and if you want to shift things, how to actually do that, or tweak them, okay? So if that is your bag, then you are welcome to stay, and I hope that it helps. And otherwise, let's get into it. So the person on your mind, Gemini, we're going to do how do they feel about you, then how do you feel about them, and then a projected potential. And I do it like that because all potentials exist. Universal law of assumption. Creation is finished. Your desires are meant for you, but everyone is you pushed out in your personal reality. You can have any version of a person that you want. If you'd like to manifest anything differently, circumstances, conditions, etc. that were perceived from a particular state don't really matter. All that matters is a shift in identity, the version of Gemini that you are being, and a reselection through your focus and your dominant thoughts and assumptions and beliefs pushed out, projected outwards. And the outside is your mirror. Everything must move. Everyone must move to deliver. Okay, guys? All right, Gemini, how does this person feel about you? Judgment card. Maybe a big decision needs to be made. Maybe there's a bit of a revival energy. I just saw the Tower card. The Tower card's in the reverse, Gemini, so that doesn't always mean a tower between the two of you, but this could be some kind of a big energy this person is going through, like, because the Tower card in the reverse could be an internal tower. That could be a big restructure or something going on with them, like a change in an area of life, or what's not working has to go, not in relation to you, but like some kind of a big shift, and then a decision, like a big decision in terms of your connection. Let me have a look. See, the Judgment card again. Jesus. Okay, so spiritual cards, let me have a look. Well, we've got the Devil. So what's not working must go. How are they feeling about you? Well, first of all, maybe like lots of desire and attraction for sure. The Devil card could be just like anything toxic this person might want to get rid of. Like there could be aspects of life. Again, I don't think this is necessarily about you and this person. I mean, the revival energy could be that this person's had to take a breather and think about like what they want to do with respect to something outside of your connection. I mean, the Devil card could be feeling bound, bound by an area of life, bound by work, bound by something. I mean, I'm going to get more information about it. I mean, we've got the Justice card. So this can be marriage, divorce, legal matters, guys. So a small portion of you, it might be that this person has been tied. Not necessarily like, you know, they're still involved sexually or whatever, but this could be like they're wrapping up loose ends, or it could be contracts, like work contracts, as I explained. They're going through some kind of a restructure in that way. And then we've got Four of Pentacles, so that there's this holding on to you, but maybe there's not been able to give everything. So the Judgment card now is like a revival energy. Maybe this is about cutting loose. Justice card will also be about balance in your connection. So maybe being able to really invest in the situation. I mean, these are major arcana, this is a minor. So Four of Pentacles day to day, this would be a little bit of maybe insecurity in moving ahead because something outside needed to be cut loose or shifted or changed. Yeah, the Justice card also, it could just be about like, I mean, some of you are dealing with like someone that's very insecure financially, and this is like literally like work stuff, contracts, legal matters, that kind of a thing. Not like legal matters like jail, but you know what I'm trying to say, like financial. So there's been like this sort of lack of direction. But that Tower card and the Judgment is like decision. See, this would be about a decision needs to be made. This is like it's in the reverse. So it's been kind of like not clear, like lack of direction. Because we've got Five of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. The Five of Wands is in the reverse, so maybe there's been a little bit of tension around that, like what's the direction? But this is about competing interests. And again, I don't feel like this is a romantic competing interest. Perhaps it is settling matters, divorce, etc. Or otherwise this is career, because this is 9 of Pentacles and insecurities with finances. So there's a releasing of that. And I do see that revival energy with that Judgment card and maybe making decisions. Let's see about what this Devil really is. Yeah, the Strength card's in the reverse. Okay. And then the Judgment card. Okay, so the Strength card in the reverse, something's been sucking this person's strength, okay? Like literally. And it's like they've been somehow drained, or they've gone through some kind of a massive like battle in relation to outside competing interests. Okay, I really don't think it has to do with you. Again, 2 of Pentacles. This could be affecting them financially. Money in versus money out, juggling lots of things back and forth, you know, and that's caused a lot of insecurity. I mean, look, it could cause between the 2 of you insecurity, because it's like, okay, where is this going? 2 of Wands, like what's the direction? I mean, we have 8 of Wands right after. So there's communication about a decision. I mean, this is like very specific. Some of you, a person's been waiting on like a judgment in relation to, say, a divorce or a financial matter or something like that. But either way, this is communication. It is revival. It is a decision. This is like freedom as well. Not freedom from you, but freedom from what's like binding. So there's a big restructure going on, if you know what I'm saying. I'm going to stick to that Tower in the reverse that I saw. Okay, yeah, because 5 of Pentacles, there could have been losses financially. 9 of Pentacles is always nice. It's like feeling more confident in that department, okay? See, that's the burden. 10 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. So let me see about this 8 of Wands. What's the quality of this communication? They're walking away from something, Gemini. What's not serving them? Could be a job, could be a settlement, could be a toxic third-party financial tie, like an ex-divorce situation, 8 of Cups, or just like a restructure financially that's been weighing on them. Let's see. Yeah, that's been causing a lot of confusion, mixed, like turbulence between the 2 of you. That 7 of Cups, they want to get out of that. And there's the 4 of Cups. So, you know, the 4 of Cups also, look, if anything, this indecision or a bit of back and forth energy might have caused some kind of feeling of like rejection between the 2 of you. Or, you know, there's insecurities here. This person might feel like they haven't been able to give you everything that you want, or they've been indecisive. But there's something about releasing what's not working and like moving ahead. I mean, let me just see about that. Yeah, with the Sun. I love when it's the Sun from the Morgan Greer, right? So this is happy couple. So walking away from that, if there has been tension between the 2 of you as well, 5 of Wands in the reverse is like, let's let go of the tension, alleviate that, no more back and forth. Happy couple, clarity, coming out of confusion, coming out of the fog. So that's nice, Gemini. One more on that, and then I'm going to get you. High Priestess is just coming out of the confusion. High Priestess is a sense of maybe mystery about the direction forward. I mean, some of you, that could have prompted or, you know, or triggered a little bit of a rejection thing and a bit of a power struggle between the 2 of you if you've been waiting on like, okay, where is this going? 8 of Wands, like we need to communicate more. Maybe this goes in and out a little bit of silence, High Priestess, because there seems to be baggage. 10 of Wands is literally baggage. Maybe that gets misinterpreted, like, are you rejecting me? Are you not really choosing me? And it seems to be that there's been a heavy focus on just like insecurities and releasing this. Okay, one more on the Devil. I need to see 6 of Wands. It's all this kind of something that has to do with success in overcoming something that's been draining, toxic, not healthy, and it is connected to career, work, finances, or financial ties outside of your connection that's being settled. Okay? And a decision being made to walk away or to let it go, or something coming through that's like breaking this person free. So we've got the High Priestess. You could have a very intuitive bond with this person. I think that there's a clarity coming through. and a decision. Okay, so let's look at you, Gemini. That's the important thing because you've manifested everything. You've got Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this is love flowing. It's also rebirth. And then we've got King of Pentacles. So Gemini, this is about loyalty, stability, commitment. Okay, how do you feel about them? Did I read the signs? Leo, Capricorn, Libra, double Leo actually, Scorpio, Pisces on this side. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Gemini, you feel like Ten of Pentacles, house, home, they're at the 9. That doesn't mean that they're not like loyal to you, but Ten of Pentacles tangibly is house, home, moving in together, assets, that the future vision, the house, the dog, kids, whatever it is. How do you feel about them, Gemini? Three of Cups. That's also about enjoying each other, going out, having fun. Now, the Three of Cups could be other energies in the mix, but again, that's either because of, like I said, career, money, or exes, okay? Or like work people that might have been interfering, like ties, responsibility. Knight of Wands. It's in the reverse, so you might feel like this goes a little stop-start, Gemini. I really wasn't getting player energy, so that's not what I'm getting. Ace of Swords. You want you want the plan, conversation, and that's that Strength card in the reverse. So you could have had a little bit of this kind of ego clash with this person, with it. An ego sphere, guys. It's like that sort of. It could be the illusion of like, okay, you're not really choosing the connection. You know, these complications could have been causing some clashing. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, see, Nine of Wands. You're a bit guarded, or there's a bit of a wall here. Okay, around King of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. Maybe there's doubts about like, are you really committed to this situation? And you know, this King of Pentacles, there's different ways you can read it, but I would say this is not about whether there's loyalty. I mean, it could be that, like, if you're talking about marriage and commitments, you might be dealing with someone that has had to wrap up and sign something off, like a divorce. But otherwise, this would be, I think, also King of Pentacles in reverse can be very financially driven, very tied up in finances in some kind of a way, like it's the shadow King of Pentacles. So an overemphasis on that, and that could be what's been affecting the connection. Like a toxic tie, obsession about that, insecurities about that. Okay, that's affecting the connection. I'm not saying that money's not evil, guys. I'm just saying it could have been affecting the connection in some kind of a way. Yeah, and now we've got Ten of Swords in reverse, Five of Swords. You've got that Strength card in the reverse, guys. Ego clashes. So the tension is around, are we on the same page? Okay, what's this Ten of Swords in the reverse? Two of Swords, because it's just been feeling stuck. Indecision. Indecision. And that Ten of Swords is not so extreme as some you can read it. The Ten of Swords, I think you could have had some clashing words with this person, and that's painful cycles, okay? Let's see, and Five of Pentacles. And the other thing, you've both got Five of Pentacles, so maybe you do, in the recent perceived past, you can get tense with one another, ego clash, because there's this kind of feeling, this person feeling insecure, maybe you've been feeling it's indecisive. This could also be like Ten of Swords is exhaustion when it comes to work and career. And so then that causes isolation or disconnect or coldness. There's also maybe this financial loss that now is being taken care of. See what I'm trying to say, Gemini? Two of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, exactly. We've got Eight of Cups. Slow and steady wins the race. You might have been feeling like you've been hanging in there. This is about long-term goal. And the Eight of Cups would be not about you walking away from each other. You both have Eight of Cups. So this is about, you know, there's been a test of strength because something needed to be disconnected from that's been keeping the connection stuck and causing indecision. And I really do believe it's a financial factor, okay? I mean, that might cause emotional issues between the two of you. So yeah, see King of Cups. So how do you feel about them, Gemini? Sometimes you might feel like this person doesn't show enough emotion because King of Cups in the reverse can be a bit like that. They don't know, they're not like emotionally open. So, and that might be because of over focus on the material stuff or feeling stuck. And then there's a bit of a clash. Now, Gemini, seriously, like if you want this person to gush with more emotion, be more affectionate, everyone has every possible trait that they can reflect back to you if you focus in that way, plus thought transmissions reel. You guys can watch an entire playlist that I have. Or guys, if you want to have version 2.0 of this person, check out the free link in the Q&A from inside my course Shifted, where I talk about how this works out in real time when you're dealing with a specific person in 3D and you have old assumptions and awareness about a person. It's old version of you and reflect what's been reflected, and you can shift behavioral traits very quickly through reselecting, as I said in the outset of the video. If you want this person to be extremely affectionate, extremely loving, gushing, it's an inside job. We don't need to get frustrated. You just need to be like, oh my God, they are so affectionate. They can't get enough of me. They blow up my phone all day telling me that they love me so much. In the mind, guys, with persistence, because it will be hardened into fact, okay? And they're receiving you, so we're not manipulating anyone. Your thoughts and assumptions about them is what's being pushed out. They must be compelled to act upon it. Try it out. Or you can have a look at my course and the links that I've included in the description box of the video. Anyway, Gemini, looks like there's a revival energy. They do see you as happiness and joy, Sun card, okay? They've had some kind of a awakening or rebirth energy, cutting themselves loose from what's not working. There is some kind of a level of success or overcoming some obstacle. And I wouldn't even focus on obstacles in terms of your connection anyway, because it's not serving you to get your best possible result. But this is just to check in with the circumstances and the conditions in the energy, which is fully shiftable moment by moment. So Gemini, let's get a romance angel. Okay, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Some of you, there's been a toxic tie outside, and that's been the hesitancy. There was also potentially clashing between the two of you, argument and cold energy. Now, releasing and healing the past. I mean, Gemini, for some of you, you might have this frustration where you feel like this person's not open and loving, and you might have, that's an old wound. Okay, now I did say you might have had some painful cycles with this person where you clash. So the forgiving and releasing card is enjoying love in your present moments. So moment by moment. So like let go of the past, healing family issues. Okay, so for you, so Gemini, the family issues, by the way, if I was gonna be a bit more like helpful on your side, you might have a thing where you feel like people are not emotionally available. I'm not saying that this person is not committed to you, but you might feel like they're emotionally not open enough or not affectionate enough or not giving you enough love. So you can have that, but that might be something coming down to family. Now, others of you, the family issues, yes, there could be an issue here to do with marriage, divorce, children, etc., and that could have been the thing on playing into this situation. But we are also just selecting versions of people that are reflecting back out, because there's a wound here. Okay, Gemini, so you might feel like they're guarded or they hold back, but really your wound might be that you feel like you don't get the love and affection that you want. And that could be something that is a repeated pattern for you. So you can shift that, and that's self-concept, guys. How do you see yourself in relation to the people you love? Even if it started back when you were young, hot and cold, people aren't being affectionate. So don't do endless shadow work. Be in the now. There's a version of Gemini, anyone I love treats me, with all the affection, all the love. I am lovable, whatever. You can look into it. You can do my course, or you can look into it online, or you can, yes. Separation, okay. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So the separation issue, guys, there is a revival energy, and you both have Five of Pentacles. You could have had some kind of a clash with this person with words. I don't think this is a separation. Some of you, the separation is someone separated from someone else, and that has caused some stuff. The keep an open mind, your soul, this could be ego clashes, guys. Maybe this person is different. Okay. Also keep an open mind if you've had a pattern where you feel like you have an assumption that people act a certain type of a way. You can keep an open mind and change by, experiencing love in your present moments is not continuing and perpetuating the assumption, well, they're just like this, and seeing the same pattern over and over, or projecting in the same way. You know what I mean? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. It does say soulmate, guys. So, maybe if you feel like this person's not being open or it's triggering an old wound, you need to change the story of self and make the assumption that this person, yes, they're your soulmate, if you want them, Gemini, because they're coming in either way. Okay, they want you. Make a decision what you want. Okay, I actually think that was the next card. Oh no, it's past life relationship. Let me get one more. Okay, reconciliation. This is the revival energy, guys. So there's something being reconciled between the two of you after there's been a clash. And I think this is the person that's walking away from like something that's bound them outside, that's distracted things without, not being able to make a decision, not being able to move forward. I really don't think this is someone that you've fully like broken up with. I think this just could go a little bit like stop, start, so anyway, reconciliation of differences, forgiving and learning. Both of you might have past that you're forgiving and learning from, and experiencing love in your present moments. You know what I mean, Gemini? They have the Sun card, so joy and happiness, clarity, coming out of confusion, coming out of disappointment energy, or a rejection wound that might get a bit ping-ponged around. All right, Gemini, I hope that resonated for some of you, and in essence, I hope it guided some of you. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.